Ta-da! 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 The game is launching. Or so it says. Oh, lights. Nice. There we go. I think this one's too bright. Yeah, that's better. All right. Wait, whoa. Hey, whoa. That's cool. I've never seen that before. That is me. Cool. Ah. I needed this today. I am really feeling down, feeling kind of sad and discouraged. The state of the world. 3 deaths. Discouraged at the state of my life. And frustrated because right now there's not really anything I can do about it. Oh, god damn it. This is another terrible start. I hate the Mesa biome. I don't understand its purpose yet. There are absolutely things that I can do to improve my life, and I have been doing those things, but right now, not so much. We're kind of at the end of the day. I put in a good solid day. Ooh, buried treasure, or sunken treasure ship. I put in a good solid day of work. Damn it. Oh, it didn't take away any hearts. Maybe it just like healed instantly and is taking away from my hunger. I should be walking. I should learn from my mistakes. And instead of continuously pushing, working all day, every day, non-stop, and burning myself out to exhaustion, I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm taking the time to rest and prioritize fun, because it is actually necessary in life in order to have the will to continue going and doing the things that we have to do. And I will also be learning my lesson in Minecraft. I think I was reflecting on this a little bit this morning when I was making breakfast. And I think one of my biggest issues with Minecraft is that, alright, hold on, I need to get up. I think one of my biggest issues in the game is I keep relying on copper armor, and I really need to... Ah, dang it, how do I go down faster? Why am I not going down? Oh god, terrible. Oh, why am I stuck? No, bitch, what the fuck? Why am I stuck? Why am I not moving? Alright, this is stupid. Come on, what the fuck was that? Alright, YOLO. Yeah, I keep relying on the copper armor when oh, fuck yeah. And really, I need to, work hard. Why am I stuck? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, fuck this. Alright, I really need to push harder to get iron armor, which that would have been a great start for iron armor, had I not... I literally don't get it. I have no idea why. I genuinely am, like, confused what the hell was happening there. Why I was not swimming through the very open door that I was easily able to swim into, but I couldn't swim back out of it, unless if they, like, changed the design of the sunken ships or something. So, oh, come on! What is this? Another desert. Why? Ugh. Why? God. Why does this game hate me? Oh, camel. Okay. Well, I guess I'll grab some sugar cane. I know I can't survive on it, but it's something that I might want later. Only one left. That's no good. Grab a couple more. I forgot to mark my spawn, so I'm just using the sugarcane to be approximately that's where I started. Hell yeah, jungle, here we go. Oh! Savannah? Where's that? There's something up there. Maybe it's just a tree. Okay. This is better. This is much better. Ooh. That looks cool, the way the water gets deep. Is it faster to swim like this? I think it is. I'm not sure. Oh, God. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. There's more sugarcane farm. Okay. We got some brown sheeps. I like that. Okay, let me get some wood actually. Axe. So this is very good. Acacia wood. I can get a an early bed. Early game bed is a much needed thing. So yes, my primary focuses of surviving and trying to defeat the Ender Dragon. I think that's going to be the goal actually, because I've realized that I didn't necessarily know exactly what I'm even trying to do here, and so then of course I will not hit my goal, because what even is the goal? You cannot hit a goal that you cannot define. So, I have defined the goal as... Well, initially I started playing the game again purely... The goal was simply, I miss video games, and I just want to start playing games again. That was literally it. I'm trying to decide where I want to start mining. And so I started, and that's it. I've achieved my goal. But I want more of a goal than that. And so I've determined or discovered that I have actually truly never beaten the Ender Dragon, because that one time that I thought I kind of did because I beat it with a friend, turned out no, we did not actually beat it. We just got the Elytra is all we actually achieved. I have truly never beaten the Ender Dragon, so I would like to do that. And in these last several save files, I've been spending far too much time just kind of messing around. I really like building. I like exploring. I like fixing up villages. You know, their terrain generation is... Oh, gosh dang it. Hold on. Sorry. I'm just mess right now. I'm still learning how to be good at the basics of this shit. No. Yeah, I like finding villages and tidying them up. And making them nice. Hold on. Shoot, how many sheep are there around? Okay, thank goodness. I want to make sure I still have enough for breeding later. Speaking of which, I should start getting some seeds. Oh god, this is disorienting. I don't like it. Ugh. Okay. Oh boop, oh boop. Ta-da. Oh god, why is it all... It's all sand! I hate sand! Classic meme. Yeah, so, that's gonna be the focus. I'm gonna try to beat the Endy Dragon. I forget how far water flows in the context of farmland. So we're about to find out. Okay, it's still going. Okay. That's a good little start there. Satisfied with that. Now I just want more wood. Who doesn't? Who wouldn't? Who shouldn't? Ooh, one lonely oak tree. I kind of like it. I'm gonna leave it there. Ah. I'm surprised, god dang it, that they never added foods going bad, food spoilage. I'm sure at some point I've played with mods that have that, but I am just surprised they've never added that to vanilla. I feel like I'm already starting to get a better sense of what I'm doing. Like, in these first 20 minutes of the game, the first day, like, I'm not just aimlessly wandering, I know what I need. I need some sort of shelter for the night. I need enough wood. I need to start mining, get iron as fast as possible. Don't know what I'm doing beyond that. But, like, at least I've got some sort of goal. that I'm actively working towards. Now, if I remember correctly, the day-night cycle is 20 minutes, 10 minutes for day, 10 minutes for night, and then 5 minutes for items to despawn, which means all of these saplings will despawn before morning, and that just simply will not do. Would like to keep all of the saplings as much as possible. Sorry if this is quite awful to watch, but it must be done. Only the strongest can survive witnessing such a gruesome act. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to come up with some sort of bullshit random things to say for the sake of commentary. Oh shit! Okay, that was my own hole. Thank you. Thank goodness. Shit. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is very not good. I can't see. I'm in danger because I can't make a torch right now. Ooh! Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't be running. I don't have food yet. But, oh, wait, this is a very bad idea. It's nighttime. I should be sleeping. I've got enough dirt to bury myself if need be. Oh, it's a village! I think I'm doing dangerous things. I'm up past my curfew. I fear the rabbits. You're a chunky boy. There's a spider over there. Can I get across this easily? Okay, I'm gonna run. Alright, and back to walking. Gosh dang it. I think this was worth it. I didn't dig deep enough. And ooh, camel. Have enough cobblestone to make a furnace to be able to make charcoal. So I did not do a good job there in preparing for my first night. But we've got shelter and food. Fuck yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sleep. Why is your window just fucking... Oh, never mind. It's not wide open. Okay. There's a half slab. I was gonna say, or I was in the process of saying, like, what the hell? Such a terrible design for a house. Alright. Indeed. Hell yeah. Oh. Sinkhole? Oh. Oh yeah, that's cool. There's some iron down there. Oop, missed a seed. I just want... Ooh, desert temple. I just want to explore this village for a minute. Ooh, what is that? From a rabbit. Cat. Horses. Camels. Yeah, this is cool. This is good. This is a good find. Fuck yeah. Loot. Pumpkins. I think I can eat pumpkins? I don't remember. I know I can make a pumpkin pie. I just don't quite remember how that works. Pumpkins. Alright. Pumpkin seeds. Alright. Let's figure this out. How do I want to plant these? A boop. A boop. A boop. A boop. Right? No. Every other. Let's try. I think that's the ideal way. That one's useless. Something like that. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. I want to leave this over here. Mark the pumpkin farm. I should not be running yet. I do not have a solid enough food source pinned down quite yet. Okay, pumpkin farm. Oh, hello. Need a beet. Not yet for bread. Got more village to explore yet, and then... Where's the sun? Yeah. There might be time for that thing, or I'll just sleep. Oop. Pathetic farming. Y'all can't even keep up with this tiny, insignificant amount of crops that's not going to be able to provide sufficiently for your village. I think over there is where I spawned. I'm surprised I didn't see this from my spawn. Oh. This is cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's a good view. Let's see. Somewhere over there, I think, is where I spawned. I really like this save so far. Despite how mad I was. God, I hate the bamboo, though. There's too much bamboo. That's just gotta go. Bamboo. It's gotta go. I remember a long time ago seeing a YouTube video in which they determined that running and oh wait, dang it, yeah, there's still time to go to the thingy. But yeah, they determined that running and jumping is actually faster than just running. I don't know if that's still valid, but once upon a time, that was a legitimate strategy. And I would like to assume that it still is, so long as you don't accidentally take fall damage. More pumpkins. Yeah, this is good. Nice chill stream. Nothing too fancy. More savanna over there. I like this. These are cool. Yeah, those are cool. Okay, let's see if I can remember how this works. Unless if they changed the design on me. But I think there's nothing in the upper level. Yeah. Nothing on top. Big ass desert. Anything in the towers? Is there a way into the towers? I think these are the towers, yeah, okay. Nothing hiding back here. Oh. I still don't have any torches or torches making ability. That seems like a render error. Nah. What the? I don't know. But then we go here. Yeah. No. No boom. No boom. No boom. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. No boom. Hell yeah. String. Enchanted something. Frostwalker 1. Not sure what exactly that does. Knockback 2. Okay. Okay. Now, carefully. Very carefully. Oh yes, can I do this, please? Yes. That's acceptable? Oh yeah, another chest right here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay. Um, let's see. How's this go? Oh, boop. Oh, boop. Oh, boop. I just wish I could see. Okay. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Let's see. What am I leaving behind? I kind of want to just come back and get all of it. Let's see. I have no idea where this is going to land me relative to the entrance. Oh. Okay. I don't have a shovel. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna stay down here. Where's my, there we go. How do I want protection, but I also want to be able to see the sky. This seems too vulnerable. This does not seem safe. No, that's not safe. I guess we just wait. Oh, this is not safe. Wait, hold on. They could come up behind me. Now I'm safe. And now we just wait to hear fire. Or maybe I'll see light right there. Some water. Oh, dang it. It's about bedtime. Or not bedtime, but about time that I should probably be wrapping up stream for the night. This is going good. This is going pretty good. I'm really enjoying these short gaming sessions way more than I expected. I have, like, in my head from childhood, this memory of video games being like the only thing I cared about, the only thing I thought about, and like, yes, I did my homework when I had to. Right? And I remembered like going, there's a state park near me. I would take my Game Boy and my DS, and I would play Pokemon Emerald, no, sorry, Pokemon Sapphire on my Game Boy Advance SP in one hand, and Pokemon Diamond on my DS Lite in the other hand, while riding my bicycle no-handed all over the state park. And actually, the friend who showed me Minecraft in the first place, that was literally his first memory of me, was seeing me do that and be like, holy shit, this guy's so fucking awesome. And like that's how I'd spend my summer. I would just go to the state park, and play games all day. It's going good. Hello, zombie. Welcome, welcome. I was just rambling a bit about that I'm enjoying these short gaming sessions a lot more than I expected. Because I have in my memory of childhood or even early teens this sense of like just playing games for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and that would be the only thing that I was thinking about or caring about. And like, sure, I would do homework if I had to, but I like, and I would do my chores if I had to, but like I only thought about games. Versus now as an adult, I have to think about chores and work and blah blah blah. And so stereotypically, I tend to think of games as this thing that I do for long durations of time, but these short streams have actually been enjoyable, way more so than I expected. Like when I think about the idea of just doing a quick little short stream, I'm like, why even bother hopping on for only 30 minutes? But then when I actually do it, it's like, hey, this is good. I can actually, it's just enough time to get in the game, relax, make some meaningful progress, and yeah. So I died a few more times. This is, I think, world number 4 now. My previous several spawns were all trash. Like I just keep getting what's it called? Mesas and deserts over and over again. So this save so far is going quite well. And I was literally just waiting for day because I was going to actually wrap up the stream pretty quick here. It was just going to be a nice little short one. But I'm just waiting for day basically because I did not get enough wood on my first night and decided to wander off to a village and a what's it called? The pyramid thingy in the middle of the desert temple. Yeah, I was exploring a village, desert village, and a desert temple. And then I will be going back to the area where I'd like to be building my base. But I didn't get enough wood that first night, and more importantly, I did not get enough cobblestone that first night. So I've not been able to build a furnace. Hello. How about no? Oh no. Be gone. Away with ye. Go whence ye came. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Bum, bum. I have a talk to the manager. They did say we'll have to think it over and see what they can do. Okay. As of right now, they can't do much on the matter as they got a busy few months, but not to rule it out. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. That sounds good. I'm obviously not in any sort of a rush to get into it either, so no worries, no rush at all. I'm just very excited at the idea of it. And I also wanted to mention too, I thought of this after I logged off last night, that if there's rules about like whether or not you're allowed to stream or record the demos, like if they don't want that being if they don't want that stuff being public, I will 100% respect that. If they would allow streaming of the game testing process, because I do understand that game testing is dramatically different than actual playing, because you're just like trying to break the game and make sure that things actually work and try every possibility to ensure that the game is functioning properly, which is very different from like playing the game for fun. So like if I was allowed to stream that would be really cool, but if not, I totally respect that as well. It was something that I thought of after I was done streaming last time. But yeah, no rush at all. Oop, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah? Am I safe? I think I did it. I think we're good. Cool. So, what am I... Shit, that was dumb. Got this chest here yet. Now, I'm gonna be a little picky about what I'm bringing with and what I'm leaving behind. Oh, wait, I don't have to leave anything behind. I've got... There we go. Big brain, big brain. How do I... Nope. Oops. How do I do this? Ha! Aha! Okay, cool. I think I can take everything now. Yes. Sweet! How did I screw that up? Couldn't see what I was doing. Alright. Sorry, I'm just reorienting myself to the day and remembering what I was doing. So, how you been? What you been up to? It's only been a short amount of time, but regardless. Anything new going on? Let's see. Ooh. Got a little pumpkin patch over here I want to add to. I do have new news for me, though. Yesterday is my first time since the surgery that I walked an entire mile all at once, which is a huge milestone. So, but walking on uneven ground is still quite challenging, so I'm gonna start doing some very slow hiking this weekend and start getting back to normal. Let's see. Most of your tests are NDA non-talkers streaming. Okay, totally understandable. But I think you would get a few questions about what types of tests you will love to do the same way I did my ones. I would not know, and it will be very game dependent if you can or cannot. My day is great. Took the day off and chilling. Hell yeah! Gotta love a good day off. It is very important to chill. Ooh, this is cool. I love all the new terrain generation. That's kind of one of the things that I'm noticing the most in this newer version of the game, is there's just more variance. But yeah, sounds great. Having a good chill day off. That's actually part of what I was rambling about earlier in this stream. Was oh dang it, I forgot I was gonna put this back. I've ruined the aesthetic integrity of the desert temple. I'll bring it back eventually. For now, we've got some serious business to attend to. AKA, I need cobble. Am I sure there's no cobble in here? Can't see anything. Oh. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, earlier on this stream, before you tuned in, I was just kind of rambling about, like, I was feeling kind of down, actually. Just very frustrated about the state of the world and the state of my life and whatnot, which usually doesn't bug me, but I think it's because, like, I'm still trying to find this healthy balance between, knowing when to sacrifice free time and knowing when to sacrifice free time in order to make progress in life versus knowing when to just relax and enjoy streaming for a little while, enjoy a day off like you're doing. It's a tricky balance because it's one that I've always been pretty bad at. Oh, I think how the hell are these not despawned? But yeah, I think in this attempt to be a little bit more respectful of my biological needs for rest, I'm like most of the time you just kind of do what you gotta do. But then when I'm trying to give myself a cutoff point where it's like, okay, at this point of the night, I am officially going to force myself to rest and not work on things. And then sometimes, instead of feeling rested after that cutoff point, I just get more frustrated because I'm like, I could be doing things right now and I'm not. But the stream has been quite helpful in actually resting during this rest time instead of just laying around thinking about all the things that I should be doing. Instead, I can think about all the things I should be doing in this Minecraft world instead of the real world. Yeah. Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe it's a matter of, like, patience, ability to accept that progress will not always be as fast as I would like it to be. And that also, for some reason, is very deeply connected with the exact same feelings that are associated with that, how do I describe it? Like, everything I was describing earlier about the way that I felt about games as a kid, that it would just be endless hours upon hours of playing, that feeling is also deeply connected with this sense of expecting progress in life to be faster than it is. Maybe it's like because you get used to making very fast progress in games, and then real life feels slow by comparison. Maybe that's part of what's going on. I don't know. I don't know quite how to describe it, but all those sorts of feelings are very deeply connected for me. And it's something that I have been trying to explore a lot in my free time. Trying to understand it better. I also suspect that it might have something to do with like ADHD medications that I was on when I was young, because that stuff is effectively just legal meth. And you look at like the behavior changes and personality changes in people that become addicted to meth, and it's very kind of similar-ish, where like both meth to an extreme degree and these ADHD meds to a lesser degree, but in the same way, they kind of create this almost like a form of overstimulation. It's interesting. Like for people with ADHD, they say like, and I'm not convinced that I have it or that it even exists. I think I was just a normal level of hyperness as a kid. But they say that, oops, sorry, just stepped on my doggy, poor little dude. They don't prescribe like a depressant or anything to calm them down, they do the opposite. They prescribe um, stimulants, which is so weird. And supposedly, for people with ADHD, a stimulant has an opposite effect of a like normal person. And that's really weird. And if that also feels connected to all those same feelings I was talking about before, I feel like it was only like a year and a half-ish that I was on them. But I feel like it gave me this like type of expectation about reality where I'm like expecting everything to be incredibly fun and incredibly like, oh, yeah, all the time. And then I'm just like having to face the reality of like, hey, things can be really exciting, but it's not going to be like that all the time. Right? That's also part of it. Let's see, I do find it odd that most people from the US take ADHD meds, but over here is very, very, very rare. Yeah, it was way overprescribed here in the US in the early 2000s. As someone who has ADHD, I can say I don't take any meds like that. Good. I personally recommend keeping it that way. Oh, shoot. Aha. But I guess it's very wide term than it just being one thing. I don't know. I haven't heard that about ADHD. I've heard that about like autism. They'll say like it's not just one thing. You can be autistic in a billion different ways because it's a whole spectrum. Have not heard that about ADHD though. But yeah, I completely agree that yeah, ADHD meds were way overprescribed in the early 2000s over here in the US. Can I ask what country you're in or what continent you're on? Just out of curiosity. Wait a minute! I can kill him! No, he's gone. Bitch. No. No, I'm supposed to take your llamas. Oh, I forgot about that. Alright, maybe he'll be visible during the day. Forgot that I'm supposed to steal his llamas, or that I can steal his llamas. Yeah, I even remember as a kid meeting people that were adults that claimed that they had ADHD as a kid, but then they grew out of it. And I remember even way back then thinking to myself, like, this doesn't sound like they had ADHD. This sounds like they were just a normal level of hyperness as a kid because they're a kid. And then they grew up, right? And then, and that's still to this day what I feel my condition was. I think the teachers I think it was 2 teachers in particular that were just really shit at their job, and they didn't have the capacity to explain why I should care what they're talking about. And so then of course I'm not going to listen to them because they can't even get me to understand why what they're saying matters. They were just terrible at their job. They were just terrible at teaching. And so instead of taking personal responsibility for their part in the situation, they're just like, oh, that kid is defective. Like, fuck off. Okay. Let's just get rid of a bunch of randomness here. Oh, I was gonna make a bed. That was like the first thing I was gonna do, and I just completely forgot. Oh god. Stop scaring me. Because, right, well, I suppose it doesn't really matter if I die. It's not like I'm gonna respawn in a good place, but, or it's not like I'm gonna respawn. Let's see. Okay, sorry, I freaked out for a second because I was like, am I gonna spawn here or am I gonna spawn in here and just suffocate up there? So we are good. ADHD, and now it's now recovered that and many other things like OCD. ADHD. Let's see, you're from the UK. ADHD is something you can't grow out of. I agree on that, like based on the official definition of the diagnosis. So that's why I'm not convinced that I ever even really had it, even though I'm diagnosed. But more of something you can control, like being dyslexic, not sure as well. Like over here, if you're not ADHD, if you have one thing that you can, okay. Interesting. So yeah, your diagnosis system sounds different over there as well. Because, but are you saying that over there, ADHD is considered like a blanket term that then includes autism and shit, and OCD and all those sorts of things are considered part of ADHD? Am I reading that correctly? Yeah. Very interesting. Okay, I've never heard that before. Oh god. No, 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 no. I didn't know that these things were gonna attack me. I didn't know that they were gonna be hostile. Oh god, no. I didn't know! Okay. Sorry, one moment. I gotta not die here. Yeah, I've never heard anything like that, because OCD to me is very separate. That's something that I definitely believe that I have had and still have tendencies towards. Like, it used to be actually debilitating for me to where like I couldn't function at all. And I have done a lot of therapy to overcome that to the point where it doesn't really affect me almost at all anymore. But where'd it go? Sorry, one moment. Hard to think and talk at the same time. Or sorry, hard to talk and play the game at the same time. That's what I meant. I guess I'm processing what you were saying, because that's very interesting. Oh, right, that's what I was going to say. The diagnosis system sounds like it's dramatically different, because when I was diagnosed with ADHD, what they did is they brought me to some place where they ran all kinds of tests on me for like 8 hours of like worksheets and books and reading tests and geometry tests and spatial relationships and reading comprehension and math and blah 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 blah, and just like they had this team of people just watching the way that I would do things and observing my behavior. And then at the end of the day, they had a list of like, these are all the things, this is the list of all the things that a person could be diagnosed with, and each of those things has a list of criteria, and you have to have a certain number of the things in that list to get that diagnosis, right? And I was one short for every diagnosis. So it's like I had a little bit of everything. I wasn't just ADHD or just autism or just OCD or whatever, just schizoaffective. I had like a little bit of everything, but not enough to actually diagnose me with anything. And so then they just arbitrarily picked ADHD because that particular diagnosis gave them legal rights to the particular medication that they thought would be most effective on me, which that medication was not effective at all. It completely just zombified me to where I couldn't think or function at all, and then it gave me hallucinations, and it was just straight up not a good time. So that did not last very long, fortunately. Let's see. It's now all under the same term, but you will never say it's the same. It's all just covered under it. Very interesting. But I have just ADHD, but I have just the ADHD hyper, not staying still, and having a high dopamine where I need to have something to do, otherwise I get bored very easily. Okay, that makes sense. Still a little confused by the, like, lumping it all together, but that is good that that it's not like being seen as all the same thing, because that was the part that confused me the most. So then I'm like, why? Then I just wonder why they're all being lumped together, even though it is acknowledged that they are not the same. It just brings up more questions. Sorry if this is like not quite the vibe that you signed up for when you tuned in today. We don't have to stay on this topic if you don't want to, but this is just very interesting to me because I've never heard, I guess, the UK perspective on it. And the board very easy as well. Like, that's one where I personally get a little skeptical just because, like, the overstimulation of all of our technology makes everyone get bored very easy relative to everything else that we do. Like, I notice personally, the more time I stay off of my phone, the more tolerable boredom gets. Like, I notice that I don't get bored as easily. It's kind of like the technology can act like a drug where you build up a tolerance to it, and when you build up that tolerance, you need that constant hyperstimulation. And when you aren't receiving it because you aren't on the technology, then the regular life feels really boring by comparison, versus if I can spend more time like meditating and doing in real life activities and just getting away from the hyper overstimulation of YouTube and video games or whatever, and spend more time in nature, then it's like the tolerance level can change and the whole experience changes. But that's also coming from someone who's like, I'm not convinced that I ever had ADHD. So maybe for me that is able to fluctuate normally, and maybe for someone with ADHD it doesn't fluctuate normally and just stays at requiring that higher level of stimulation, and can't kind of reset your tolerance level or expectations in the same way. Maybe. Obviously, I'm not a like psychiatrist or anything, so I'm not qualified to make any sort of conclusive statements about it, but just kind of commentating based on my own understanding, and like not trying to discredit your experience, but trying to understand it better by comparing it to mine. see. When I say ADHD, now is a wide term than it used to be, but if you have autism or OCD or things like having depression, anxiety would fall under it. I think the reason why we have it all under the same term in a way is due to make things easier for doctors. But someone who has ADHD seems to me, but maybe got one thing out of it, like not being hyper, still not being, still anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look more into that as far as why they put it all under there, because I guess what you're saying makes sense as far as the way that they do that. It still just confuses me a bit as to why, but I don't know. Ooh, that looks cool. What is that? I want to go in there. Oh, this is cool. I don't mind if I do. Oh, hell yeah. What happened here? Is this some sort of like terrain generation error? Because this don't seem right. This don't seem like it's supposed to be like this. Yeah, no, this can't be the way it's supposed to have generated. It's so weird. But I kind of like it. Oh, well, I am very overdue for ending the stream. I really didn't want to cut off the conversation because I was very interested. But at some point, I do gotta call it quits here. But I also don't want to, like, just leave the cave, because this is a cool cave. Let's see. But not any of the newer terms. Oh, only in Minecraft and some games involve don't have autism, some depression. Yeah, that makes sense. It's mental health is a very, very complicated topic. And yeah, I could go ahead and share that I also had a lot of depression and anxiety in the past as well. So you're not the only one here. Anxiety, I feel like I've like beaten it. I've conquered it. I've overcome it to where it doesn't bug me anymore. But depression, it's just that one is relentless. I don't feel like I have any sort of handle on that one yet. Maybe I'm just starting to try to figure out how to actually have a good... Oh, shit. Okay, no, we're fine. I can fix this. Yeah, there was many years where I had, like, straight up panic disorder. Like, crippling to where I couldn't keep a job or anything, and with a lot of work, I managed to overcome it to where I'll occasionally have a little panic attack every now and then, but it doesn't control my life anymore. I feel like I've completely got control of it. But depression, nope. I have no sense of control over that one. It is in charge. For now. And even that right there is kind of a really big deal for me to be able to just how do I say it? For me to just even be able to say for now, like the idea that it could be overcome to where it's no longer a problem is hard to accept, that it's even possible to like fix it. So that's already progress right there, to be like, hey, just maybe this isn't permanent. Maybe life isn't fundamentally awful. Because like logically, of course it isn't. But it feels that way. But then if you think about it like at all, you're like, well, of course it like the only change, or the only constant, is change. Nothing, absolutely nothing can stay the same forever. Everything can change. I think that's just physics. But yet, it doesn't feel that way, you know? Oh boy, I'm in deep now. I am in deep. There's light though. That gives hope. That I have hopefully have not backed myself into an absolute mistake. Ooh, grass. That must be near the surface? Question mark? More light. More light. This is such cool terrain generation, though. I keep saying that over and over, but that really is the thing I noticed the most these days on these versions of the game. This is not the grassy area that I came up into, I think, or entered into the cave in the first place. I am lost. Or no, I'm not. Right now, I know how to get back, but if I stop playing, next time I play, I might not remember how to get back. So I'm not lost yet, but I almost certainly will be next time I play. Let's see. Going on a better light, watching you makes me want to play Minecraft again. Hell yeah, dude. Maybe you want to join sometime? Perhaps? I just found out, supposedly, this thing right here, supposedly you can LAN over the internet. Like, usually LAN is just if you are physically here in the same room as me, but supposedly this is like a server system. I don't know for sure. This is just something that I was told that like maybe is a possibility. I haven't looked into it at all. Because I am not gonna set up a server anytime soon. But like if that is a possibility, Hell yeah. Yeah, that could be a good time. Oh god. Why are the caves crazy? Why do I like the crazy ones? Definitely just talking about caves there. Why? Oh, shit. Okay. No. We don't do that here. Okay. Hell yeah. Ooh. Why is there light down there? What is with all these random lighting errors? Like, there should not be light down here. There's no lava. There's no, like, crack going up to the ceiling. Why is there light? I think these are just glitches. I'm starting to not like this cave. Yeah, you should definitely play again. What do you tend to play then? And then I'm also curious, what brought you to watching my stream? If you have not played Minecraft in a while, what got you to come watch Minecraft? Was it because you haven't played it in a while? That you wanted to watch it? I dropped some. I'm not going after it. Ooh, redstone. Well, I'm not sure what to do from here, because I do not want to find my way back to where I came from. And I don't want to go down there, so maybe I just go up. And find out where I am. I'm just gonna get the hell out of here so I can call it a night. I hate vandalizing my world like this and just leaving random ass tunnels everywhere, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Just in time. Please. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It was all for naught. It meant nothing. That's what I'm doing. Damn little patch of dirt hiding there. Let's see. Uh-oh. Hell yeah. I've seen this before. Let's see. I only watch a few big streamers like Ludwig or Emily or Seadog, but mainly Ludwig. But other than that, I would look for small streamers that have less people in them, because a lot of the time there are more of a vibe and less hyper in that. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. You just want something a little more Ooh, sorry, my doggy. I forgot that my dog is laying under the desk and I like shuffle my feet around to adjust how I'm standing, and the poor little dude gets his feetsies stepped on. Luckily, I just barely put my foot down. I always caught it before I actually stepped all the way down, so he's fine. He didn't even care, didn't get up at all. He just looks at me like, what are you doing? Bruh, get out of my way, I'm laying here. But yeah, that makes sense. Because, you know, the smaller streamers, we're just here hanging out, doing it for our own enjoyment. Not like, there isn't all that pressure to be entertaining because your paycheck is relying on it. Like, I need to make rent this month, therefore I need people to be entertained so they stick around. Therefore, I must be funny, I must study comedy and be an amateur comedian, or be an actual comedian. Yeah. Well, if chill vibes are what you want, you are completely in the right place, because that, as I was saying earlier, is the entire reason I started streaming again, is I just need something to chill. I just miss having free time, and I am forcing myself to have some free time for my mental health. And that is part of my attempt to start to maybe, just maybe, alleviate the depression. Like, why does that feel insane to say, right? With any other medical condition, obviously, the goal is to cure it, fix it, like, not have that problem anymore. And it's only the really bad ones that are the ones that we get like an official doctor telling us, like, yeah, this thing is uncurable. You just have to cope with the symptoms. And those are the bad diseases. But then with depression, like, there is... What the fuck was that? Oh god, nope, don't like that. With depression, there's like different versions of it, different diagnoses. God damn it, different diagnoses, depending on how long you've had it, how bad it is, but generally, stereotypically, even within the medical field, it's considered to be a temporary condition. And yet, it doesn't ever feel that way. It feels like this permanent thing. And even just the idea of trying to correct it, or fix it, or cure it, or whatever, improve the condition at the very least. It's weird that feels weird, when that's entirely normal for every other medical condition. So, I went on that little ramble though, because I was just reflecting on Minecraft and forcing myself to take some free time to just chill and enjoy life again is part of what I'm doing to try to just maybe, at the very least, decrease depression's effect on my life. And I think for me personally, a massive part of it is actually overwhelm, like stress management. So this is just one small little piece and one way of improving stress management. Why am I still underground? Am I digging up or down? Like, I didn't think I was this far under. I don't know if you can tell, but I have quite an extensive background in making Let's Plays. Because just like randomly rambling about whatever the hell is on my mind comes quite naturally to me, because it is something that I actively practiced in the past. Because I was trying to like intentionally be all hyper and entertaining, because I was like legitimately trying to actually make a living and gain a following and whatever. And even though like I would still love to achieve that someday, I'm not actively pursuing that right now, but yet that skill set is still there. It's like riding a bike. It just comes right back to you no matter how long it's been. And then that goes back to one of our previous conversations in a different stream about how like the more emotionally detached I am from the outcome, the more I enjoy the process, and then the more likely that the process will work and I will get the outcome, aka like the more I not worry about trying to make this entertaining, the more entertaining it becomes. So it's like by worrying about needing it to be entertaining and gain success, that alone prevents me from getting the thing that I'm wanting, versus being completely okay with not getting the thing gets you the thing. Which is not like a new discovery. This is a very common dynamic in countless ancient religions and philosophies. This like non-attachment sort of thing. Ooh, oh, hello. Is that a village? I like where I am. Where am I? I think my base is just like right down there. No, I don't like that sound. Sorry, I see there's some chat messages, but I really need to get to safety first. Hell yeah. Village. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I was literally about to read them, and then I hit the surface. I was just finishing my ramble. But I really should get to safety first. Oh, hell yeah. God, it's so cool. Alright, I'm just gonna try to get to some safety here. I should heal up. And then I will read your stuff. Okay, let's see. Not yet. I still feel very vulnerable. I have no armor. I don't think I have iron yet. I just have a lot of copper. I've been enjoying the caves so much that that I've not been efficient at all with my mining. Like here I go again trying to fix things when I just need to not die. I was just about to. Hell yeah. Hold on, sorry. No. Okay, we're good. Hell yeah. We didn't even wreck the building that bad. There's gotta be a better on here somewhere. Sorry, I just have like 18,000 thought processes going at the same time at this particular moment. Why is there no bed? Get out! Okay, sorry. What was I saying? I was saying many things, and then it's that I was saying one thing, and then I got interrupted by something else, and then I didn't get to finish that thing because I got interrupted by something else, and then I didn't get to say that thing because I got interrupted by something else. Oh yeah, I was saying here, I was about to, like, gosh dang it. I was about to fix this, because, like, this is, I tend to play like this, where I'm just constantly terraforming and cleaning things up and remodeling villages, and god damn it. And then stupid shit like that happens, where I'm not paying attention. No. God! I forgot that creepers don't go away during the day. Stop it. Leave me alone. Let me heal. Yeah, that's my typical play style, is building, exploring, and then I never beat the Ender Dragon, which is why my goal this time around is to beat the Ender Dragon. I'm going to just stay here and safe until I can fill up my hunger and my health. Hi, sorry, I'm back. That was a hectic couple of minutes there. Games I play is Warframe. Okay, never actually played that one. Main game since 2013, damn. I'd say Minecraft is probably my main game since about 2011-ish, which is pretty insane to say. You play FPS games with friends, that is basically the only genre I generally don't play. But sometimes I'll do a little CSGO, and that can be fun. And then you sometimes stream them if you have time. Hell yeah. But that's how I find you, more of a vibe. Yes, indeed. I did it for someone called Lil... Wait, you did what? I did it for someone called blah, 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 blah. You did what for them? All different streamers, but all fit that vibe. Let's see. Did what for those other streamers? And I fit them well? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, like you find them on a whim who fit the vibe, and those are the other streamers that fit your vibe. Okay. Very cool. Well, I'll say this, you're doing better because you did manage to keep me, so keep doing that little thing you're doing. Yeah, my rambling and my previous life as a Let's streamer. Never give up, I will say that. Absolutely. Yeah. That's the only true failure, is to give up. As long as you keep trying, there's still always a chance that it could work. The moment I said that, that's hitting a particular spot. I'll be honest, why that's hitting weird right now is I just went through a bad breakup. Because no matter what I did, like, we just could not seem to make things work. And so now here I am saying like, oh, as long as you never give up, there's still always hope. And I'm like, I don't know about that, because I really gave it a solid try. I really gave it all I could, and I just can't. It just wasn't working. Like, there does have to come a point where you just have to say, like, I've given something a legitimate try, and it's just not worth continuing. So at some point, I do think there is a time and place in life for deciding, nah, I've had enough of something, anything, whatever it is. Whether it be relationship or streaming or whatever, like, yeah, initially I was agreeing with that, like, yeah, never give up, just stick with it no matter what, but no, I can't necessarily advocate that. All right, I really need to log off now because I am very overdue for starting to get ready for bed. But I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about this new save file I'm on right now, because I keep getting spread all over the place. There's that great desert village. There's this great village I just found. There's that spot I was trying to set up spawn, but then I got lost in the caves, and I'm like, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. So, I don't know. I just need some iron. That's all I know is I need food and iron. Oh yeah, way back at the previous places, I was setting up good farms. So I don't like being too nomadic, because you need food. So I don't know if I'm going to set up more farms at this new spot or try to head back to the old spots. But think of it this way. You are thankful that you tried and then didn't try and get great later on. Yeah, absolutely. That I can 100% get behind. That better to have tried than to have not tried. Completely agree with that one. Let's say 2:30 a.m. there. Jesus. It is 8:30 p.m. here. I'm usually trying to get off of all my screens and start winding down for bed around like 7:30 so I can be asleep by like 8:30 or 9. So I'm very overdue for getting to bed. But it's the weekend, so, you know. All right. Well, have a good night. Get some good sleep. And I'll see you around. Take care, man.